When Lifestream drops, catch me casting Hopperoo, flipping bloom and bloom in full moon, and hitting your spirit deck for 10. Catch me foretelling 3 and adding 1 earth. When Hopperoo is out, none of y'all are safe. All right, I need y'all to understand. If you show me a deck list with Hopperoo in it, 10 out of 10. If you showed me a side deck with Hopperoo in it, you're destined for greatness. What better way to find your one-of earthquake than with Hopperoo? When Lifestream drops, Hopperoo is all that matters. With Panzer, of course. Lifestream releases soon, and if you need help deciding what to buy between the booster boxes, the 4 starter decks, the blister packs, or the accessories, allow me to be your guide. I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of all of the products and every single product you can buy, what the pros and cons are, and what you may want to pick up, especially if you are a new or soon to be returning caster to Elestrals. Let's talk about it. Visit shopelestrals.com using my link in the description below. It does help out the channel, but it costs you nothing extra. It'll bring you right to this page where you can view all of the Lifestream products. And as you go to scroll, you see the booster boxes, the starter decks, the card sleeves, the binder for you starting to grow your collection, the blister packs right there, and the play mats, and these coins. What should you be buying and what should you leave to the side? Well, first, you should already know you should be buying one of the booster boxes. The booster boxes come with 24 packs, 1 of 4 box topper cards, and a code card that gives you between 1 and I think 40 caster coins on play.elestrals.com. The booster boxes I think are valued because you get the chance of rolling 1 of 25 or 1 of 100 box topper stellars, but each card that you see here has a 25 1 of 25 you can pull. So there are 100 box toppers and each one of them have 25 of those out there. Does that make sense? Along with that, no matter what, I would recommend picking up the status coin pack. Now, if you're like me, you look at this image and you think you only get 1 coin of each status. That's not true. If you scroll down here to the more details, it tells you that you receive 4 of the Dazed and Enraged coins and 4 of the Block and Suppress coins. That should be enough for all that you need with the Elestrals regarding these statuses. So buy yourself a pack, you get 4 of them, you get a Heads and Coins Tails, which is going to be used for Gambit introduced in Lifestream. I mentioned that you might want to save a little bit of money on these booster boxes. Well, what you can do is go for the double blister packs from Lifestream. These things are fantastic because you get 2 blister packs and a stellar art of one of the 2 elements introduced in or featured in Lifestream. One being Leviathan, the other being Tyratlas. If you buy 20 blisters, you get 40 packs. That is 8 packs less than 2 total booster boxes. So if you do not care about chasing those stellar box toppers, just go with the blister packs. I'll tell you right now, this is exactly what I did. I bought 11 Leviathan and 11 Tyratlas. And if there's anything I know, the blister packs with the Elestrals do tend to be a bit more cracked with the boosters. Now, one thing you should know about the boosters is that you're guaranteed to get 1 full art per box. There's an increased chance of getting 2 full arts per boxes, starting with Lifestream, and there are other guarantees as well. But I'm deciding to roll my dice with the blister packs this time, just because it's a little better value. And if I'm wrong and I don't pull more than 2 full arts, then that's the gamble I took. But it also cost me $20 less, so I decided to put that other $20 toward, well, with the blisters I just got another blister. But you could buy 20 blisters and then buy the status coin pack, and that'll be about the price of 2 total booster boxes. It's all up to you, but I would recommend, if you do not care about chasing the box topper stellars, just buy the blister double packs. Do you get the stellar spirits? I think 11 should be enough to fill out most decks, and if you can't, well, you could probably buy some on the secondary market. But again, visit the shop using my link in the description. Pick up these double blisters. If you don't want to buy a booster, I think the blisters are a good value. So you're a new caster to Elestrals, or you haven't been keeping up with the reveals from Lifestream, and you need to pick up a starter deck. There are 4 introduced in Lifestream, and some of them are really amazing. The other ones you might want to buy one of just to get some of the staples if you haven't been playing since base set or Frostfall. But allow me to break each one of them down so you can make an educated answer for yourself. The Dionysus starter deck is my favorite starter deck, but I'm also a self-proclaimed Earth caster thanks to Elestriad Season 2 just completely green pilling me. But this starter deck is really cool because it has a very aggressive strategy that utilizes the 2 new statuses introduced in Lifestream, Enraged and Dazed. Thanks to the Divine Rune Dionysus, you can disenchant an Earth from Dionysus to target an Elestral and either daze or enrage it until the beginning of your next turn. Very effective strategies. If you don't know what daze and enrage do, essentially daze means you cannot attack. Enrage means that when you enter your battle phase, your enraged Elestrals must go to attack position and must attack that battle phase. And there's no such thing as skipping a battle phase in Elestrals. So you can really force your opponent into an unfortunate situation where they're just going to lose everything because they're enraged. Here you can see the full set list for the Dionysus starter deck, but allow me to break down the important things in the set that you need to know. Dionysus' starter deck includes Astrabit, arguably the best turn 1 play still in Elestrals today, and Dionysus is the only starter deck that includes Astrabit in it. You get 1 copy of Dionysus' Madness, 1 copy of Earthquake, 2 Thunderstorm, 2 Poison Tip Arrow, 1 Pandora's Box, and 1 Shield of Achilles. However, you are missing Gorgon's Gaze, Tsunami, Resting on Your Laurels, Nectar of the Gods, Spoiled Fruit. The cards missing from the Dionysus starter deck can be found in some of the other starter decks, and I will break them down when we get there. But for now, let me continue going over the starter deck so you can get the full picture before I tell you what I recommend. Lifestream's Aphrodite starter deck is one of the best starter decks of this set as well. It utilizes a strategy that is really good at recovering health and applying pressure. Thanks to Lakagon, Champion of Aphrodite, and Aphrodite, you're able to set up a good defensive and offensive wall that your opponent will be pressured to get over, especially utilizing counter runes such as Aphrodite's Soulmates, which will make it difficult to fully remove your Elestrals off the field by your opponent. Here you can see this deck's full set list, but allow me to break down the important parts. Aphrodite's starter deck includes Tsunami at 1, Nectar of the Gods at 2, 1 Resting Your Laurels, 2 copies of Gorgon's Gaze, and 2 copies of Shield of Achilles. However, it is missing Astrabit, Earthquake, Pandora's Box, Poison Tip Arrow, and Spoiled Fruit. Keon's starter deck in Lifestream utilizes a semi-aggressive bear strategy, only utilizing the frost bears, but it is able to get out a lot of Elestrals really fast and also recover them from the underworld as well. If you are a player that likes a long-term strategy, you may want to look into the Keon starter deck. Once again, here is this starter deck's full set list, but allow me to break down the key points. Keon's starter deck includes 2 copies of Gorgon's Gaze, 1 Pandora's Box, 2 Shield of Achilles, and 2 Spoiled Fruit. However, it is missing Astrabit, Earthquake, Tsunami, Resting on Your Laurels, Nectar of the Gods, and Poison Tip Arrow. Last but not least, the Artemis starter deck. This deck utilizes Theraheart, Champion of Artemis, to really keep up a steady stream of lunar counter runes such as Full Moon, along with Elestrals such as Werepup, to keep up a tempo aggro strategy. You are going to keep pace with your opponent and make sure they are not able to set up anything at all. It is a little bit technical, but if you can figure it out, you can find a lot of success with Artemis' starter deck. Here is Artemis' starter deck set list, but the key points for this one are a little interesting. This one includes 2 Werepup, 2 Spectress, 2 copies of Dense Fog, 1 copy of Rise from the Shadows, 2 Cryoblast, 2 Gorgon's Gaze, and 2 Poison Tip Arrows. However, it's missing Astrabit, Earthquake, Tsunami, Nectar of the Gods, Pandora's Box, resting on your laurels, Shield of Achilles, and Spoiled Fruit. Whichever starter deck you choose to go into, I would recommend you pick up 2 regardless. That way you can get 2 to 3 copies of a card and you'll be able to really flesh out your deck with the best cards that you may need, such as 3 Gorgon's Gaze or 3 Shield of Achilles. But which ones would I tell you to prioritize? First is Aphrodite. This one is arguably the best one in the set. It is so good. Lakagon and base Lakagon really do bring on an aggression that players may not be prepared for in the early days of Lifestream. So picking this one up, it's a bit technical, but if you understand it, you should get a lot of victories at your locals. Second would be Dionysus. And the main reason being, and it hurts me to say, I think the Centaur line will be more cumbersome than players may be ready for, because it's a little slow and defensive and you're going to need a lot of aggro plays in this meta coming up. So you might want to stay away from that and buy 2 copies so you can lean more so into the Lakagon line. But this deck is still really strong, features some great staples including Astrabit, so if you don't have that yet, pick up 2 copies and you get a play set of Astrabits. You should be good. Third would be Artemis. Mainly for the amount of staples you get in this starter deck, it is kind of bonkers all that you're able to get from the Artemis starter deck. The core strategy is also very solid. Werepup searching out the lunar phases, particularly full moon or the new lunar eclipse, can really get a lot of aggression going. A good bit of offense and defense with this strategy that I think will be very new player friendly. And lastly is the Keone starter deck. While this starter deck does have a lot of good staples, I feel like the strategy will get outpaced more than one player may like. Glacier Ursa isn't terrible, but it is kind of combo heavy. The strategy is also a bit technical for its payoff. So for starter decks, maybe pick this one up last. If you visit shop.elestrals.com using my link in the description below and make your live stream order of $150 or more, you will pick up a play set of the Sprouter Champion of Dionysus. That's why I did my pre-order for what I did. All of the starter decks have their own chance of pulling exclusive Stellars. If you want to find out what they are, visit collect.elestrals.com. I won't break down every single one, but they do have exclusive Stellars that may sway your opinion about what starter deck you want to pick up because you want to chase a Stellar. On the Elestrals homepage, if you visit Trading Card Game at the top, you will see all of the accessories that are available from Elestrals.com. Binders, card sleeves, deck boxes, display cases, and play mats. So click on whichever one you're looking for and you can check out everything that is available. Although I would recommend you go to the filters and make sure you show in stock only, because they show everything, but not everything is available. But you have some stuff from Firestorm still available. The Moonrise playmat is here, Firestorm playmats, and of course the Lifestream playmats, all available for you to pick up if you're brand new to Elestrals and you don't have any of this yet. Please make sure you pick up card sleeves. If you don't have a brand you try already, then check out what Elestrals has to offer. All of them have artwork for their favorite characters, and what you could do is buy these sleeves and then buy clear over sleeves. That way you can have this artwork while making sure you keep the Elestrals sleeves themselves pretty safe. You have stuff from Frostfall with Cryoscorch and Imperil Watt, Daybreak sleeves, which are gorgeous. You have base set Stellar Sonic Core sleeves still available. So if you're interested, and of course the new ones from Livestream as well. So if you want to check out any of these, go to the accessories tab under trading cards on the website. Of course, this is a video for the community. So community, feel free to sound off in the comment section below. If you have any questions about the products available from Livestream or anything, let me know in the comment section below and I'll do my best to help you. Do you have a suggestion about something else people should pick up from? A way to find the local game store, shop.elestrals.com. You can do so and pick up cards in person. It's actually a little cheaper to buy boxes from your local game store than it is on shop.elestrals.com, as a quick note. However you choose to hop on Elestrals, I'm glad you are. Let me know what you have chosen to pick up for Livestream in the comment section below. I want to know what everybody's getting. Myself, when my blisters come in, best believe I'll be doing a live unboxing on this channel. For right now though, it's time for me to dip. Say hi guys, and I'll see y'all next time.